Behold, I'm here. Rivian, we're going. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Hold on, Spike. Ah, there we go. Okay. I have the VTuber today. I just had it turned off for some reason. Like visibility, that is. The visibility was turned off. But I'm actually here. I could do this, see, but actually, no, that's bad. Gross. I wonder if I can... Is there a... Data transfer? Yes. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I didn't want to do that. I need to... Hold on, I'm doing some behind-the-scenes stuff. 5? Yeah, that's better. Set horizontal. There we go. Now I can zoom in and I'm just in the void because I forgot to make a background for this. Whoops. Oh well, minor details. Plan today is art fight recap. So I'm here because I want to just go through all the like attacks that I did this year. So I'll probably actually start from the beginning, which is way over here. But I'm also going to go over the attacks that I received. Because I've received a number of attacks this year, starting with this one. These 4 were the past 2 years. With this one being last year and this one the year before. That was my first year of art fight, actually. This is the first attack I've ever got on my first year. This is the first time. It was revenge for doing this. Or this was revenge for doing that. Yeah, no, that was revenge for me doing this piece. That was 2 years ago. Crazy. But I think I'm just gonna go with them, one at a time. I'll start with how I started Art Fight with, Sif here. It is a transparent image, so it just makes the background white. And that was an issue when I was sharing the file, because there was a moment where I tried to send it, and it just added the white background. I think it's because it was saved as a JPEG instead of a PNG. But it's a lot more jarring with a white background like this. This background's much nicer. Having a darker background, it fits better. Hold on, wait, my monitor brightness is just really low. I need to turn it up. Ah, hey, Sunblade. Scratch getting first. And on time, we've just started the recap. It's my first attack for the year. On the 1st of July. This was Sif. Who's another streamer, by the way. We've raided into him a couple times. The full body of the character, Sif, so we'll take a look at the character. So this is images. This is his VTuber model, actually. So this is what he looks like on stream. For those who haven't seen him. He's given, like, butterfly wings in this one, which is interesting. Big sword. Yeah, cool stuff. No gremlin for he's playing a sousaphone. I was one of multiple people to attack. Yeah, I was the second person of 4 to do an attack of him. But I'm gonna go back to the full list because the second attack I did was like a study of muscles in the back. I'll say of all the pieces, this one I think needs more improvement. Not to say that it's a bad piece. I am still happy with the piece. It's still a good one. I just think there's the most room for improvement with this one compared to the others. Caps lock. Always fun. But this is Pepsi Pop's character, Sylvie. I just saw, like, these images that, you know, broad-shouldered woman, so I just made her very muscular. It's interesting that the profile picture doesn't always match up these images. Because, I mean, I know how to do it. You can set the profile image, or the preview image, separately, but I usually use the same image. It's actually a preview of that. Yeah, I did actually get a comment from Pepsi Pops. Yes, Pepsi Pops. I don't know why I thought that was wrong. I got a comment on most of the attacks, I think. Third attack, this one was fun. It was just a silly idea of having all the violence in the background. Because the evil twin demands villainy. And he's just picking flowers. I think it's he. The character is double. Which is this. So my drawing is pretty one-to-one. But, yeah, double's hard to go, but his, yeah, so usually he hits pronouns. The twin Parasite Kroger's head is quite the opposite. Spends its life trying to convince him to do evil. So I just drew that. I'm trying to convince him to be evil. That was fun. But then we get to the first one I did on stream, actually. Just the, punk one. This was very fun with, which is the color. It's very loose, very energetic. I don't think this is the one I got comments on. Yeah, no, I didn't get comments, but I did get a revenge from the artist on this one. But this is Agito from MC Timer. I know I showed these images on stream. When I drew it on stream, of course. But we can go back over them. Because it was mostly this image that inspired me, of having the like glowing face above, which I ended up not drawing at all. It is a part of the character design, I just didn't put it on, because like this view here, facing forwards, doesn't have it. Since it was facing mostly forwards, it wouldn't really fit to have it. I think this was the first one that I took a long time to do. I think it's the one I did the longest on. Probably. I think this took me like 5.5 hours to make. Might have been 6. But this was revenge for Trop making a pixel version of me on stream. I was streaming when he made this. And they did revenge me back, but I didn't attack them again. I only did it once. Did so much this year? I did. I did a lot this year. I should actually show the character for this. I gotta remember to show it. Because this is based off a World of Warcraft character. With this outfit, they actually have this dressing room so you can see the full character. They actually have hooves. I was originally going to draw the hooves, but the lower leg just wasn't working out. So I just cropped the image. I also didn't draw her tail. It's probably going off in this direction, you can't see it. This one, the color I really like, especially on the pumpkin. The background was me just fucking around because I couldn't figure out how to make the outfit look good. I was very tired at that point. So I just fucked about. And ended up with something neat. I think my only animated attack this year was this one. It's the animation of Spooky Month. So if you look up like Spooky Month GIF, I think. Here, let me... Spooky Month GIF. Yeah, this. This is what it's based off. Spooky Month dance. You can see the parallels. I made him a little more cracked out. That's just no big deal. This is Z779. It's a little robot fella. He's just cute. I like the design. And obviously the face is a screen, so they're able to change, which is why it's, you know, :D. Yeah, it can be face or text. So I chose both. Because emoticons are fun. They were very fun to draw. I did like it. I think this was another one that I was very late at night. No, I did that one fine. Next one, though, I went right back to my comfort zone of drawing angels. Because I like drawing wings. I'm very happy with the top 2 wings. I think the perspective and angle on them is really good. I also just liked drawing the eyes. I then made him way sassier than the original. The original here is Ocha Lord. Little less sassy. I did forget the whole, like, background decal. I didn't realize until I had posted the attack that I had forgotten the whole back piece. But it was too late, so I wasn't worried about it. Yeah, they did comment as well. They did very much like it. So it was a minor detail. It wasn't that important. I just like the title of this one. I had fun with some of the titles. Some of them I really struggled with figuring out what the hell I was going to call them. But this one was fun. So back. Oh yeah, back to digital painting. Here it comes. Because it had been a long time since I'd done digital painting. So I got back into it, and, you know, I did most of the work on the skull. Because, I mean, that's where the main focus is. And that came out really well. Should I put them? These glowy bits were an afterthought. Because the character has crystals there, but I forgot to draw the crystals. It's Velthair Skullslayer. Yeah, see, they actually have crystals on their armor. But I forgot to draw them, and then didn't feel like painting them in. So I just did neon lights. Very fun. They do specifically not have a lower jaw, which is why it's not included here, because otherwise it would be. Yeah, they were very happy with it. They like the vibe for it fits the energy of the character. Which, I mean, was why I drew it. I saw the design of the character and went, yeah. I like it. Ah, the next one I did on stream. The Bootylicious one. I'm pretty sure it's safe to show on stream. But, yeah, this one is much earlier in the day because it was on stream. All the ones I did on stream I submitted much earlier than anyone I didn't. Yeah, they were cool. They attacked me back, but they didn't mark it as a revenge. I will get to that. I will get into all the attacks I received. But this was Hazel Firebrand. I had originally seen, like, the facial design and really liked it with, like, the tattoo around the eye and on the neck. We get some of it here. It's leaking ink because she does that. But, like, overall, she's just covered in all kinds of tattoos. And I really liked this back tattoo. That's why I really focused on it with the wings. As for everyone, I did struggle a little bit with the hand tattoos. Because I think that's this hand. Yeah, you could just barely see the lines for it here. Anywho, next one. I titled Running with the Wolves just because I was listening to music while I made this. And Running with the Wolves by Aurora was playing when I finished it. So that's what I titled it. Because, I mean, this character was sort of adopted by forest creatures. So it's not, like, wrong. This was very fun using the, gradient map for colors. Great song? It is. It is a nice song. It's also really a funny coincidence because it's been in a playlist for like 2 years. I didn't know that I had any Aurora songs in that playlist until I was making this. And then I saw Aurora. I thought I didn't actually know any Aurora songs, but it just turns out I've had one the whole time. But this was Lou, or Lettuce. That is why I did all the glowy bits, because they have glowy bits. I really like the mask. I love me a good mask. You never guess. Yeah, they laid to rest in the forest. Some are fireflies. And oh, it's with the fireflies. Oops. Oh well. It was just a title anyways. The actual drawing is a freaking moon. So, I will say this one was a interesting one to try and find a reference pose for. Because I had a very specific idea in mind, which is this. But I did find a good reference pose. Include it. Wish I had kept the reference pose for it so I could share that. This one I did on stream. This was very fun. I like the colors and energy, especially since it originally wasn't going to be colored. But also, after I posted it, I couldn't help but notice that I fucked up. I forgot the red inside the R, and I forgot to put the black back inside of the hand here. So, oops. That's the thing. Overall, I'm still happy with it, though. It's very nice. I didn't get a comment on this one. I think they attacked me back? They didn't do revenge. I'll find out later. This one was a revenge I did, as well as a more muscle studies, but also a study of Full Metal Alchemist. Because this is that one scene in Full Metal Alchemist where you have the two really buff guys. One is Armstrong. They're holding hands like this. So I just recreated it. And this was because I was attacked by Chopsadoodles here. Chopsadoodles had attacked me and drew me really buff. And their character, Mustache Man, is really buff. We'll actually get to see Mustache Man. The reference image is sideways. You're not crazy, it is sideways. Okay, I can't really move this. Unless, maybe... Now I'm over here. And backwards. So that's fun. I just figured because over this corner I'm not blocking anything. I don't think. Usually I'm not, at least. This must have been. I love the friggin' booba ray. He shoots out of his eyes. That's hilarious. But they were fun to draw. Was I really the only one to do that? Oh, that's surprising. So that was this attack. This was what? Yeah, this was the 12th. 13th, I decided to try something I'm not typically good at, which is draw something cute. I usually don't do cute things. But I think I did well here. I drew axolotls based off a character that's based off axolotls. I reverse Gajinka him. This one's probably my favorite, the big mouth of Wong. Yeah, I counted this one as half body because most of it, technically I should probably have counted it as a headshot, but too late now. So this is the actual character themselves. You can see they're mostly humanoid, but they are based off axolotls with these little antennas. I love this stance. That's such a good stance. Okay, he is a star god, I believe. Yeah, he puts stars in the sky. They're very fun. I liked the design. I like the colors too. The colors in the hair are fucking mwah. Very good green. I would say I would try a new way of shading with this, and I really liked it. I do actually reuse this method of shading a few more times through Art Fight, so it was good. Art Fight is good for trying things. Good for fucking around, finding out. Oh yeah, back to angels. / demons. This character is a mix of angel and demon. They're based off the idea of a biblically accurate angel and the whole quote of be not afraid. I just took the not out and made them evil. Because this is unknown. They don't really have a name. They also don't have a lower half. I think I forgot to include these wings. Oh no, I turned these wings into bat wings, like the larger one. I did remove the hair in favor of more bandages. And I umphed the horns. I skipped the rings as well, because this one doesn't have the rings. Yeah, they're both angel and demon. Yeah, see, based on the be not afraid, biblically accurate angel meme. But you should be afraid this time. Is that on? Spider-Man pointing meme. I did meme again. This is because, again, it was a character with a mask. They have the little bunny mask that I'm wearing now. So I swapped the masks. This one I really struggled with the anatomy for. It was tough. I'm not sure why I struggled, but I did. Yeah, this is the character, Willow. So you could actually see their bunny mask properly. They actually attacked me back, like, last night. So it's very, very recent that I got attacked by her. Yeah, see. This year. Actually, didn't comment. I forgot to comment on that piece. Next one I did on stream as well. This one. This is the drawing I did of Amanda's character. Because she attacked me. She drew Corey. Just the thing came out really well. The very stylized smoke is really cool. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, the character is Toxic Dream. Which is this here. I made her nose less pointy. And I took the spider here and just gave her spider legs on her back. It's like Iron Spider type thing. I did forget her necklace. I think. Or did I draw it and then cover it up? Because I did cover up a part that I drew over here and here. Oops, no, wrong way. This is the only character and drawing that Amanda has. This was their first art fight. Yeah, 3 attacks, 3 defenses. This is their attack against me, Corey Bunny. I'm looking forward to seeing if they do more next year. I'd love to do more of their characters. The next one, I drew some ship art. This is a fun... I think they're technically an angel. I did miss a detail of them. They have a floating orb that's covered in eyes above their head. But I took that out. I didn't take it out. I just forgot to draw it. But it's Winter Evergreen. Yeah, see. Floating orb with eyes. I think I made her broader? No, not quite. I made her head bigger. Oh, wrong way. And I made her neck shorter. Yeah, horizontal pupils, like a goat. I did include that. Yeah, it was this line that got me to draw it as ship art. It was the will date anyone, but will anyone date her? Yeah, because ship art between the characters and yours as long as the character's sexuality is being respected. I'm respecting because it says she'll date anyone. And this is Daphne Rose, who I think I designed on stream a long time ago. Pretty sure it was on stream. At the very least, she has appeared on stream, because I remember that was where I first noticed the difference in colors between my iPad and my computer monitors. And that my computer monitor's much more saturated for some reason. This is right, they did actually... Okay, they also drew Daphne Rose, but they didn't mark it as Revenge. Their whole profile was very neat. Attacks... I could have sworn they attacked Daphne Rose. Oh, maybe they didn't. Who was this that did? I could have sworn it was them that attacked Daphne Rose, but... No, that's right. I had misread that I thought it was them, but it was someone else. I forget who. Oh, another stream one. You can see that I did the wiki page in the background, just at a lower opacity. This was very funny. I've had multiple people message me when I posted this to say that it was very funny. So I'm very happy with that. Including the creator, creator here left a comment. It's very funny. They loved it. I was very happy with it. Yeah, I misspelled. Thanks oh so much. I can actually show... Yeah. It's this shirt is why I did that. The whole reason I did that piece was this shirt. This shirt's a threat to bite. Because it's even at their, Yeah, they will bite you, affectionately or not. It's a little off-screen. I did crop the screen a bit. So, yeah, that's the whole reason I made that piece, because it reads, yeah. It was fun to do. Again, I really like the colors of that one. Ooh, this one I was very happy with. This little bird, because it made it much more like elegant and spooky vibes. I like it. This is a lot more in my comfort zone. This is what I tend to draw. Like when I choose for myself what to draw. I'm not drawing like anyone else's characters. I'll do stuff similar to this. In vibes, that is. They also really liked the vibes. They wrote a lot for this one, actually. Yeah, it fits the vibe of the character, because this character is a piece of nature who's a shapeshifter. They are just an entity embodying nature. They usually take on the form of like a crow or raven with some Archaeops traits. So you'll see they sometimes have claws on their wings. I chose not to include claws on the wings. I just did the crow. But they do always have like plants on them. Even the small version, there's just a little sprout in their head. It's a little harder to see the plants on my drawing because they were added in the afterthought because I forgot to add them. So I went in with some black and white and sketched them out. There's a little bit down here as well. There's a leaf falling. I was kind of tempted to just redo a profile pic that I had made for Softshroom, a friend of mine. I don't remember if I posted that image. I actually want to open up the image talking about the profile picture I made. Yeah, I did. This! I made this, and it was very similar idea in that it's a crow and nature. I was kind of tempted to do this again. But, no. Make it more genuine. Make a new one. Yeah, this one I consider polished because I spent forever on their friggin' wings. Oh, but they're beautiful for it. And I spent a while on the mushroom, too. Uncolored, yes. Fully shaded, yes. Before this... Oh yeah, thought it said Jin. I had misread a character's description. Thought it said Jin, like D-J-I-N-N, like genie. Which is why they have a genie lamp. But, it says Jin, J-I-N, who's a different one of the characters. Jin. Jin is in fact one of their characters, and you can see why they're a potential child of Jin. So, whoopsies. They still like the piece, yeah, I'm good there. Yeah, because they even commented, it's totally fine. Yeah, they did revenge me. They drew, Virtue. And wrote something in Latin. I don't know what the second word is. Off the top of my head, at least. I mean, I know how to find out. This was a fun one. This one I did really early in the day, actually. No, that's late at night. Forgot that... I just knew that 12 p.m. is noon. So I was thinking that was right before it. No, clock start at 12. I don't know why clocks start at 12. I don't like that they start at 12. That's bullshit. But they start at 12. Time starts at 12. This was Valkyrius. It was another streamer that I raided into during Art Fight. I was actually watching them last night until much later than I should have been, as they were doing some last-minute Art Fight stuff. This is the drawing that I took a lot of creative liberties with, because this is a drawing of Xandra, who's this. The whole flowy glowy bits is because of their water powers. But I took the shark teeth and made them anglerfish. And it's all because she's a deep-sea mermaid. So I just looked up a handful of different deep-sea fish and glued them together. They're fun. I think I'm the only person to attack them so far. Yeah, this is Valkyrius. They're very fun to watch. This is actually this is the piece they made during stream. So you should find them. You can find them on Blue Sky. It's right here. Valkyrius.bluesky.social. Go check them out. I'm pretty sure they did post this on their Blue Sky. They also have their Twitch stream as well. Valkyrius, same name. And they have Instagram and Twitter. I just only promote Instagram and Twitter because their terms of service are bullshit. Let's go back. Ah, yeah! This one I actually made while sitting in on a D&D session. Or I made half of it. Half of it was made after the D&D session ended because it took me a friggin' while. This one, I just wanted to draw as really cool tattoos. I did simplify them a little bit. There are some more pieces that I didn't include on this side. And I think there was a little more on this side that I didn't include as well, but not a huge amount, just a little. I will also like to clarify, it is a coyote, not a wolf. They look very similar if you just do a silhouette like this. I know it's a little too late when I drew the coyote. I looked at it and that's wolf. People are gonna think that's wolf. Is coyote still very cool? Yeah, it's nailed us up too. So this is Teddy Dempsey. They talk about nudity moderate. He's a Ken doll. He's got no junk. It's fine. But like here, you can see this isn't included just because out of view. But like, there's these two ring things that I don't think I included really. Yeah, no, I only included one around the nipple. I took one, put it up there, and got rid of all these down here. And I didn't fully color in this area. Yeah, I omitted these rings as well, I believe. Yes, I completely omitted those. Omitted. I just skipped this whole chunk and just added this and this one. Very funky character. Very nice tattoos. They were fun to draw. Here. This one I made on stream. I don't remember if I finished it on stream. I think I finished it on stream, right? Or no. I think I finished the line on stream, but the colors, my iPad died first. Maybe. I just hope it came out very well. I'm very happy with the posing and anatomy on this one. I mean, I had good reference images for it. I did actually save the reference images, so I can open those up. Hello, Afropop stars. Excuse me. Let me go pull up those references. I think this is one of the only ones I saved the reference images of. So one is here. So you can see, I did mention it before, that the reference was holding gun, but I wasn't drawing them with guns, so I adjusted the arms. I also have her leaning a little less. I could have had her leaning more. I also could have had this leg be much more foreshortened. Hello. Fingers move before your brain. I would have that happen a lot more often if my brain wasn't nearly as fast as it is. That's not to say that I'm smart, just that my brain goes quick. The second reference image, I flipped horizontally for this. Again, she's leaning more aggressively. It would be like over here. I could have had both of them. More of a lean, more shortened. The boot is right though. So yeah, you can see the boot reference with the platform, like combat boots. I adjusted them here, but kept the platform. Humble brag. No, I can be stupid fast. It's the anxiety. The downward spiral is a rapid one. Good job. This is a drawing of Lime and Cherry from Lurky Who. Lurky Who is actually another artist that I met on the Discord for a Minecraft mod. The Minecraft mod in question being Farmer's Delight. I was on their Discord for a while, and that's where I met Lurky. This is actually Lime and Cherry in one. Lime here, obviously with the limes, and then Cherry here, the cherries. Lurky was not able to do Art Fight this year because they were busy, but they were technically part of it, so I was able to attack them just fine. And that's what matters. See, this one I think is worth the most points because it's 123 and a quarter. I'm very happy with it, so I'm not upset that it's the most points. I then did some more digital painting and more, like, background stuff. I made a whole friggin' bookcase. Figure out that light didn't take me nearly as long as I thought it would, originally. But I made her head glowed paper. It's just painted shading. It came out nice. This was a drawing of Noreen from Art Lover. They are a Pippins, which I found out after drawing the character that it's a Deltarune thing. I think Pippins is a character in Deltarune. She's like a variant of them. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a Deltarune thing. Oh yeah, the Pippins are from Deltarune. I didn't even read that line. I had read this description that's here. Pippin's more category. Okay, okay. That makes sense. So I did a sort of, I guess more of a gooier kind of Pippins. Not gooey in that they're, like, slimy or sticky to the touch. Just in, like, the flexibility of their limbs. Made their limbs wrap more. That was nice. Hold on, what time did I actually finish that? Okay, about midnight. There are some that I finished at, like, 5 in the morning. This might be one. This was 2 a.m. Was this one? No, that was the one that was fine. It was just before midnight. This one wasn't one. This one was fine, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was just before midnight. This one I did on stream, which is why it was done at 4 p.m. Your favorite Zenith. Buff shirtless men. The original plan of this drawing was not nearly as horny, but, you know, things happen. I don't regret it. It's very fun. I always love when people write things that are, like, open-ended like this. They never specify. So it's fun. It's all up into interpretation. I can actually go and show the original character sign in. You know, a touch more Twinkie than what I drew. And I do say twink because he is gay. I know my terminology. I'm always careful to check labels like this stuff. Because, you know, it comes up very relevant a lot of times, especially on Artfight. A lot of people do include sexualities for the characters because of, like, ship art and whatnot. I will say, the other attack for Signer is very interesting. I like the very thick inks. And the posing. The facial structure is very interesting. I like it. I don't actually know who did that. Was Samo Goblin. Yes, the annoyance who did Sign. And then I did this. I made his jaw, like, wider. La Criatura. I don't think I can show that on stream. Because it has female-presenting nipples. So I can't really show them on stream. They are on my Blue Sky, though. So anyone who goes on my Blue Sky will be able to see them. A Guarded in Time. I drew Corey, my little bunny, and Nettle, the mouse. But the mouse's plant powers. This stone wall took me much longer than I wanted to spend on it. It took so long to make. These trees came out really well for how simple it did. Like, I made them very quickly, but they're good. Yeah, Nettle. Cute little mouse. I decided I had the idea of putting Corey with them. A little mouse, a little rabbit. They are slightly taller than Corey, because they're 2'6" and Corey is 2'3". Both real short, small creatures. Oh, let me see, small creatures. Yeah, I think it's on Corey's page. Yeah, 2'3". The equivalent age of 16, they are a minor, which is why it is written no NSFW or shipping. A couple of my characters have no NSFW or shipping. I go after them. Crime. Crime is good. Big Diamond. This is based off the Steal the Diamond from the Henry Stickmin bit. From the collection. Though I don't know if that's actually... No, that's in the collection, right? I know it's older than the whole collection. I played the original Henry Stickmin fucking ages ago. God, I feel ancient. But this is a drawing of Dooz from Outlaw Eric. Because he does space crimes. So I made him steal a Big Diamond. You know, very cheesy crime. But Outlaw Eric here is the person who made the VTuber model for a friend of a YouTube channel I watch. I know, the connection is convoluted. Yeah, I know the collection is all the games. The Henry Stickmin collection. But this is how Outlaw Eric in general shows himself. Like even on Blue Sky. But Outlaw Eric's the one who made the VTuber model for Onsta. And Onsta is a friend of Drawfee, which is a YouTube channel I watch a lot. So that's my connection to Outlaw Eric and why I specifically sought them down when I saw that they were on Artfight. Oh my god, did I include a piece of pink right there? You guys see that? I think that's orange. I did. Oh my god. That's aggravating. I didn't realize that was there. This one? This one was so much Genshin OC. I spent so long trying to get the legs to work. God, this one gave me a pain. So much pain for this one. I think it's good in the end, though. Because this is based off an actual reference image that I kept as well. That's this one. You see, these legs are very hard to draw at this angle. Because when I originally drew them, it just looked like she had tiny legs. It's tough to do. So, you know, I had to make some edits. But this is Nashima. And this is their Genshin OC, I believe. Yes, Genshin. That's like all the details I get are these tags. It was a very just pretty design. I liked the color mix. I didn't do it in color, but I do like these colors a lot. It's a very nice mix. I did make her emo. I took her very small nose, gave her a normal human-sized nose. But the hair that was like slightly going in front of her face, and I like completely covered an eye. So we got this one. This one I did on stream, I think entirely. I'm pretty sure that my iPad survived this one. This is for Gaelia, the Strawberry Demon Girl. I really like the background of this. Like, these trees came out so good. And they were a very spur-of-the-moment accidental thing. Sometimes that's just the best art. Yeah. Costuming does not help. But for Gaelia, it's just a cute little demon girl. I did draw them with a much taller head than they have, because they even, like, with slightly more realistic proportions, they have a wider head. This one makes me think of Friday Night Funkin'. It's very Friday Night Funkin'-esque. I'm just not sure what she's holding. Because I would say, like, oh, it's kind of like a sock she's gonna step into, but she's already wearing her socks. I don't know what that is. But it's just cute. Just a cute character. Cute design. I think the face could have been better. But overall, I really like this piece. Oh yeah, this piece that I made yesterday. This one was very fun. This is just so pretty. Umbrella. My umbrella. Are you saying I should draw an umbrella to hide her face? I'm not gonna hide the face that I put so much work into. Even if I think it could be better. This one is like a pseudo tarot card, like the kind you'd find in a horror game, kinda. This is very fun. This is just me messing around with painting and inking mixed. The thing she was holding. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no, not attacks. I think you're right. You're very right. You are smarter than me in that regard. I spent so much time looking at that, trying to figure out what the fuck it is. I could not think of Umbrella. This one's fun. I made him more chiseled as well. I keep making men more chiseled. It's not entirely on purpose, I swear. But this is Milestar Pierce. I made them the Tarot Card of Death. Yes, I know the Tarot Card of Death does not literally mean death. It also doesn't really mean anything. It was originally a card game. It wasn't for divination. That's the crazy thing about tarot cards. Everyone thinks they were always for divination, but no. They were invented like 200 years before they were ever used for, like, future seeing or anything. They were just a game. They were just pretty cards. They were made in Italy. I looked up the origin because I originally thought they were made in, like, Middle East kind of area, but no, they're Italian. But I made them death because of this image. Here with the blood, the knife, the scream mask. Because there is a kind of species other than human that does eat creatures, because they eat raw flesh. They don't specify what they hunt and eat, though. This makes me think it's human people, but, you know, could be anything. This was one that I really liked, and it was also a pretty quick piece. I do think I could have curved the face more in this sort of angle. I think it's a little too much of a straight line. The human face isn't quite a straight line like that. It is a little more curved. Like, even looking at the skull, it's slightly curved. So, I'll have to... Looks a bit flat. It is. It is. I definitely could have done it better, but I made this fairly quick. Because I had to do 2 attacks, because I had shown that I had the whole list. I had accidentally included a 30-second person, which was this one. So I had to move them to a different list, and I drew them separately. This one I drew really quick. This was the quickest one I drew a whole bunch. But it's just a slug eating marbles. It is a slug. I will clarify. It is a slug that stole a snail's shell and wears it as a backpack. It is a slug. It's Slurm. No, the Sona. Cute little guy. I did miss the leaf. But, yeah, he's a slug pretending to be a snail. Using an empty shell as a backpack to hold his marble collection. He likes marbles, and as a marble collection, so I put him in a pit of marbles. It was very straightforward. Very simple. This one would have taken me less time if I didn't spend, like, 10 minutes faffing about. It took me, like, 40 minutes total. But a lot of the time I spent faffing about. Just doing nonsense and doing the colors in a weird, stupid way. Anyways, ads are going to start soon, and now is actually a good or a good time to pause. So I will hit you guys with the BRB screen and see you after the ads, where we view the people who attacked me. And we're back. Oops. Okay, so the thing is, my keybind to swap scenes, because I have a hotkey for it, is the same one for swapping tabs to a specific number. So it just went to the third tab. I do plan to go through all the attacks. I can't show all of them on stream. Namely this one. Because you can see filter, nudity, moderate. It is not safe to show on stream. I did repost this on Blue Sky, so if you go on my Blue Sky, you can see it. You can also see it by just going to my art fight page and seeing my defenses. It's right there. But we'll start with what the Trop did. Because this was early. This was on the 4th of July. You know, American Blow Stuff update. This was while I was streaming. They did this. Attacked me, and that's my revenge to them. With the pumpkin girl. I had Mercury here made a 3D model of me. Which is always fun. Because, you know, now I can cause problems in the third dimension. Oh yeah, this was a revenge. I forgot that this one was a revenge. I completely forgot that that was the case. You know, I might have messaged them before they attacked me. 6th of July, because I'm pretty sure I messaged them. Yes. 3 weeks ago. On the 6th of July. At 3 in the morning. Okay, so it was after I got this. Okay, so I specifically sought them out to attack them because of revenge. I forgot that. I mean, this was so long ago now. It was 25 days ago. 25 drawings ago. I can close this because that's my attacks. Trop attacked me back. They drew Corey with the little ascot. It is fun that they drew it red. What team won? I'm pretty sure Fossils. Okay. Final scores would have been announced after the event. Yeah, the site moderators just take some time. I'm pretty sure Fossils, but it was incredibly close. Like, I think the largest the gap got was 0.01%. Well, it's actually 0.02%, because it was 50.01 and 49.99%. I'm pretty sure Fossils, they always stayed just a tiny bit ahead most of the time. But it was way closer than prior years. Yeah, let's see. Fossils versus Crystals. Winners will be announced. Yeah. So they're not announcing winners yet. I do know... I go to event 10. This was Seafoam and Stardust. Stardust won. I think this is like the largest gap has ever been. Which... yeah, it's not that much. It goes to say something. It's usually very even. I think I can look at 9, because this is the first art fight I did. It's werewolves and vampires. Yeah, so see, this one was even closer than the Stardust and Seafoam. That's right. This time werewolves won. I was on Team Vampires, so I lost that one. But I was on Team Stardust for this one, so I won this one, technically. And this one has to be announced later. Yeah, it's adorable Pixel Corey. Close that. Yes, this was the revenge for me from MC Timer for me doing this one that I did on stream. This is the revenge. I really liked the like poetry bits they added. I think they'd even written down some stuff. I like the writing for this one a lot. They did give her a neck, I think. Because when it comes to Virtue, they did it based off this. I think they're interpreting this as neck. That's not neck. That's her fourth face. She has 4 faces. That one's in the back. They face the 4 cardinal directions relative to her, at least. You know, forwards, backwards, left, and right. Kiwi, you already know Virtue. You still need to draw your character, Mackenzie? Was your character Mackenzie? Yeah. You still need to draw Mackenzie so I can draw the 2 of them together. Yeah. I need to draw some cute ship art. These are a nice human form. This one I really like the colors of. This was last year though that I made this one. That makes a pink and blue. Pink and blue just makes a nice mix. You know, cotton candy colors. Oh yeah, I can talk about. They called it the Resident Creep, buff Resident for real. I love so much that I have freaking V for Vendetta hair. It's so funny. This whole design is very funny to me. I think I can even show exactly what I mean. Yeah. See? This hair. V for Vendetta hair. It's very funny. Having it here. This hair is a little short with V for Vendetta. I think it might have been a case of them misreading this image here. Because it's hard to tell that this is a ponytail. And you don't really see that it's a ponytail unless you look at specifically this one. I still really like this piece. Sorry, I got lost for a second. What's this? Ooh, yeah, first drawing of Damien. Fan drawing. I like it. This is the first image of Damien actually smoking, because he does smoke. So this one I was very happy to get. I really like the inked markers. I was so happy that someone drew Damien. I was hoping that someone would. There's a few characters that I really like. Yeah, I was hoping to get a drawing rip, but it's amazing. Yeah, there's a few of my characters that I specifically hoped were attacked. Damon is one of them. Daphne Rose was another one who actually got attacked twice. Virtue was one who I wanted to get attacked in their angel form, and I got attacked twice in their angel form. Very cool. They had been attacked in their human form last year, which is very nice. But yeah, this is the other attack on Virtue. I think this was a revenge. No, I did a revenge of this. Which is interesting. Because I think this is the one that I messaged them first, so I planned to attack them. But they attacked me first. Because this is the 14th of July. And if I go to Uma... Yeah, July 2nd. So I had messaged them asking if it'd be cool if I drew the characters and posted on Blue Sky. And they said, yeah, go for it. They actually responded very quickly. 5 p.m. Yeah, they responded like 6 hours. But they drew Virtue before I got to drawing their character. Whoopsies. Yeah. I love me some angel drawings. Oh yeah, this one, I think I showed this on stream before, but this was Amanda. Amanda drew Corey. Just a little bunny head. Did I actually... Hold on, I gotta check Corey's character because I gotta see if I wrote down what bunny they're based off of. Yes! The Netherlands Dwarf Rabbit. I gotta show you these... So you see why I based them off of. Look how fucking cute it is! So tiny. This freaking image. I didn't mean to open up a whole ass article, but it's so cute. Like, these are fully grown. They're just tiny. I love them. It was this image specifically that Corey was based off of, because this head angle was based off this image. I made the eye bigger. But this was a specific reference. I used this exact image. I like the head angle for it. So cute. I love that. I want them. There's like 50 of them. Get a whole giant garden full of tiny little rabbits. It'd be so cute. Meanwhile, this is what I do to mine. Well, that was based off a moment that happened in session. Cute aggression at its finest, yes. That drawing of Corey, this is because Corey's a D&D character of mine. This was a drawing from in session. I forgot how high res it is, oh my god. But this is mid-session, actually. This quote, if I am not who you remember, was something I said in character at the battle. This was the time that I did a full boss fight at 1 health the whole time. I survived that fight. 1 health. Started the fight in 1 health. That's probably my greatest achievement in D&D. And it's not like I wasn't attacked. I mean, I was in melee. I'm in melee a lot. I'm a swords bard. So, of course. Ooh, yeah! Second drawing of Lucibella. Always love getting Lucibella art. Lucibella is one of my favorite character designs, if not my favorite one. Just out of all of them. I designed her on stream as well, kind of on accident. Because I was practicing drawing like simpler, more stylized characters. Not being super realistic all the time. I think, Kiwi, I was even looking at some of your art for reference for it. I think I was. I had a couple other artists I was looking at as well, but I think yours were included. But the whole design is just very cute. And then I gave her chronic pain. Because I'm an asshole. Oh, yeah, drawing of Daphne Rose, the first drawing. I really like the colors on the outfit, the very subtle, like, pinks and blues. I mean, it's the same thing I just mentioned. I like the pink and blue mix. It's good. I think these are more purples, but... same difference. These are more cyan-y. This was very good. They got the tattoo, like, really close to how I drew it. Which is fun, because I drew it as a somewhat simplified version. The other drawing of Daphne Rose that I can't show on stream did also do the tattoos. Which I really like, because I included in Daphne Rose that they could simplify the tattoos. So, like, you could literally just have a dark arm. Large and yeah, tattoo can be simplified for ease of drawing. I'm not that concerned. She does have the tattoo all over her body. Yeah, so you can see here, some lady you had asked me about it. You can see that the tattoo does go all the way down to the foot. It is this half of the body, up to the neck. I don't think you could see any up here, though. But yeah, you can see a little bit of the tattoos, these very swirly. I really like the swirly lines for the tattoos. I just can't open this image. Oh yeah, the one that's in Latin. Just a nice little face shot of Virtue. Always good to see. I like all the attacks that were thrown at me. This one I just got. Yeah, this was the middle of the night. Last night. It reminds me of like a Don't Starve and a video game that I can't remember the name of for the life of me. It's like an indie pseudo-horror-esque game. not horror in the sense of, like, jump scares or anything. Like, there aren't jump scares, it's not a thriller or anything. It's just... some weird existential shit happens. If I remember correctly. Is it Cube Escape? Is that the one I'm thinking? Let me look up. No, not quite. Well, kind of. Not quite, but kind of. And thanks again for the help the other day. I'd say no problem, but I don't remember what I helped you with. And this is your first time chat, so this isn't a... I'm just gonna be... I think of Binding of Isaac? Kind of. Yeah, I think that might be it. I might be thinking Binding of Isaac, but there's another game that I'm thinking. I think you're right. This is Binding of Isaac vibes. Don't Starve in Binding of Isaac. Either case, very cool. I really like it. This was Revenge, because this was the mask swap drawing. Yeah, sorry, it took me a little long. Discord post. Which Discord post? I help a lot of people on Discord. Somewhat consistently. I just like helping people if I know how to. I don't remember what I did. I also don't remember the other day, so that doesn't help. What did I do? Which Discord? I'm in a few Discords. I'm assuming it's one of the streamer Discords I'm in. What Discord was it? So, you might have to message me on Discord about it. I completely forgot. Well, you're welcome for the help. Whatever I did to help, I completely... Oh, the poster! Oh, that's right! Oh, yeah. Yeah, no problem. That, like I said, it took me no time. And once I say that I can do something, I'm going to do it. I felt bad that it didn't work the first 3 times that I did it. So I wanted to at least figure it out, because at that point, it was just a matter of pride. I had to make it happen. I'm sorry, I completely forgot I did that. Oh, God. I've been doing a lot. A lot of art, specifically. Hence, Art Fight. Yeah, so that's all my defenses that I can safely show on stream. From this year. I mean, I have these defenses from last 2 years that are safe to show. I mean, this one you could see almost the whole thing just right here. It would just be a bigger image. I'd greatly appreciate it. Of course, anytime. Because then I do have that just so I can send larger files just fine. I don't know why it refused to send it as an image. Part of me wonders if I were to maybe copy and paste it? Now I want to try more things. Now I'm troubleshooting again in my head, dang it. Oh well. It's good to know these kind of things as well. That's also why I experiment with it, because if I figure it out, then I know it for next time. Yeah. Give me just a second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Someone wanted to show me something real quick. This was a great year for Art Fight, though. I enjoy it. I think it definitely helps me get back into art. And also to improve in some areas, like drawing cute things, like this shading style that I'd never tried before. With like how I used to smudge to them. I've added to my permanent repertoire now. So that's super cool, because you know what? I do a lot of hatching. Like this one really features the hatching on like the wings. I got a lot of hatching on here, on the like the bandages and the wings there. I don't think this one has much hatching. I didn't shade this one, really. Yeah, no. This one has the hatching for sure. Look at that mushroom. Look at those hatching. God, I forgot how high res it is. There's a number of the images that I did have to shrink in size so that they would fit. Yeah, no, this is 100%. This is its actual resolution. It is just this big. I looked at it, I forgot how large it is when I literally zoomed in on it earlier. I forgot twice. Just in the time of the stream. I forgot. I really like this one. This one might be one of my favorites from the year. It's simple but elegant. A bit dark. No spooky vibes. This one has hella hatching. These tattoos, so much hatching there. Hatching and cross-hatching and all the above. Lot going on. Very good. I tried a handful of new things. So I'm very happy with it. I do have some plans for like future Art Fight as well as future outside of Art Fight that I'm probably going to get into now, just because I do want to discuss them, and I have done a recap now. Some future plans, I do want to upload more characters. I have at very least another D&D character to add, Samhold. He's in the same world as Alavian here. I wanted to give the resident a cat, because I have a number of drawings of myself with a cat, of the resident with a cat. Well, not a number of drawings. I have I think 2, but it was like a drawing that I did on the back of a receipt with just a marker. So it wasn't it wasn't like a whole piece. I'm making something newer with it. I want to make a whole cat. Because I also want to have a nice variety of characters for a lot of people to attack if they don't, you know, particularly vibe with my existing characters. Because I have a lot of, like, very human-shaped characters. Corey is, like, the least human-shaped of them. And even then, still very much bipedal. And has arms and hands capable of holding a sword. What is Art Fight? Familiar with it? Art Fight is a big event that happens every July, where a bunch of people get together to just draw each other's characters. So the way you attack is drawing someone else's character. So all of these drawings here are other people's characters. And the way you defend is when someone else draws your characters. Yeah, Koma's here. No one's drawn Koma yet. Yeah, I got Koma. And I have the drawing of Koma and Fawn. You need to add Fawn to Art Fight. So I can attack Fawn, so I can draw more cute art of them. I tried to convince Aaron to join Art Fight so he could put Silas so that I could do a drawing of Koma and Silas for Art Fight. Because I have an idea of drawing, but it was, you know, on the whole back burner. Because I've been doing Art Fight. It'd be great. Yeah. I wanted him to join, but he didn't. So I'll have to do it on my own time later. I also need to do more of existing characters. Like, Alabian here does not have enough art, considering all the different forms he takes through the campaign. Because he is my most written D&D character. So that's my first. But, like, he has the Dark God form. Brief explanation, he is possessed by a dark demigod, but it's sealed away by the light counterpart of that demigod. But the seal isn't perfect, so it takes his own willpower to, you know, maintain himself still. So in moments of high emotional stress, the Dark God gets to come out and have some fun for a bit. In those moments, his eyes and the roots of his hair go black. I also haven't drawn him with his wings, which also turn black with his rage form. I also have not drawn his latest form, which is dead. But one of his... He's basically made of silver fire now, with one eye and his left arm from the elbow down made of gold fire. Because the light demigod in question sort of died in the process of them killing the dark demigod. My character also died in the process of doing that. But it was fun. I would like to state that killing off my character was my idea. I did message the DM saying, hey, I want to kill off my character. Can we do that? And DM said, okie dokie. And made it work. That's how I accidentally became the BBEG of a campaign. That happened. First campaign I'm in, I accidentally became the BBEG. To be fair, he also has a very big case of main character syndrome. He is more written to be a main character than he is specifically a D&D character. Is there anything for August or something similar that looks very interesting? Not that I know of. I know there are, like, other art events online and trends that happen in August. Like, I know there's a Smaugust, which is you draw a dragon every day for August. But Art Fight, where you draw each other's characters like this, is July. It's just July. You can, however, still set up your profile and, like, add characters in between seasons. You don't have to wait until July to upload your characters. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some art of especially Alabian in these moments in between fights. I'd have encouraged you to at least join. I mean, even if you wouldn't be participating for a year. Well, 11 months. This one has special permission that you can only ship with Keisha. Because he is in a was in a relationship with this. Fun fact, I planned the relationship with this player at the same time that I was planning my character's death. Told no one. I was the only person who knew I was doing both. So it was when the, like, romance between my character and this character started, like, really getting into motion that the DM realized. And I got the greatest message I have ever received. I want to find the exact one. The exact wording. Yes. It was a message from my DM, Wombat, who is also occasionally in stream. But I am going to copy that so I can open up the image. This. the greatest message I have ever received. It was good. When the DM calls you evil, you know you succeeded. Delightfully evil. God, it's good. I did make that player cry in the roleplay by killing off my character. That did happen. I'm still very proud of it. All in all, still probably my favorite D&D character. He was my first. That I played more than one session, at least. Technically, there were a couple characters before them, but they only made one session. Yeah, even B-Bear here has the line of only ship art with Cation and Lavian. Between the two of them. Most because they are canon in a relationship. Or at least while he's alive. Both of us actually did do ship art of the two. This was the one I did last year. This was the moment of their first kiss. I will clarify, she is taller than him. She's a little over half a foot taller. Not counting the horns. Because he is 5'5", and she is 6 foot. I will like to clarify, they were wearing clothes in the scene. Hell, she was actually wearing armor in the scene as well. But I didn't want to draw it. And she had the same opinion, and she didn't want to draw the art. Or draw the clothes, rather. This one I really like. This makes me think of, like, tarot cards. Which is very cool. Yeah, there's also Inktober, October, Qvember, November, Mermay, and May. Yeah, those are monthly trends. They're not necessarily the same kind of event as Art Fight. I don't know of any other big events. Because like when it comes to Inktober, there's nothing stopping you from doing Inktober outside of October. But when it comes to official Art Fight, there is, you know, official teams, and there's grading and whatnot, and there's winners. None of it really matters. It's still ultimately just for fun. Oh yeah, Wombat also drew art of the two of them. They are sledding on one of Alavian's shields. I don't think I clarified these two things here. He dual-wields shields. I caused a lot of damage with those shields. Multiple heads were turned to mush. I'm just happy I got to throw a shield at one point like Captain America, and I actually got a kill with it. A lot of my favorite moments are with him. Not all of them, but a lot of them. This is just fun. It is nice seeing Alavian actually happy. It's not a common occurrence. He's usually a lot more stoic and serious. He's fun. Big fan of him. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I want to talk about future ideas, because I wanted to bounce some ideas off of you guys' chat and see if, get your thoughts. See if you have any thoughts of your own for me. Because the challenge this year that I gave myself was to draw one character every day. And I did it. I actually drew 32 because I suck at counting. I accidentally put too many characters in the list. So like it's 32 now, but if you get your shit together, I might do a couple next year. I'm excited. I look forward to it. Especially if you upload Mackenzie to it. So I can draw Virtue and Mackenzie kissing. Gotta draw cute art of them. We never got the full relationship to happen in that campaign because it ended quickly. one idea I had, because I want to give another self-imposed challenge, is that I do a similar concept where I draw a character a day, but I add all 31 characters to one attack. So it's one canvas with 31 people on it. I thought of recreating like a Renaissance painting that has a bunch of people. Renaissance painting with lots of people. Like there's the Senate, I believe this is. So I could do something like this. I could have this to an extent. This is much fewer, but like I could recreate a Renaissance painting, so that'd be fun. I think this might be early Renaissance. Something like this. This could be cool. This would also give me a reason to draw a rabbit character. I think that's a bunny. It might be a dog. It's hard to tell. Oh, cool. It doesn't get any bigger than this. I think it might be a dog. But that was one idea I had. But I'm not sure. One, if that would be something that people would like enjoy to see a lot. But also if that would be like a reasonable, feasible thing for me to do. I mean, I know mass attacks are a thing. You're able to add it up to 100 characters in one attack. And like I've seen people do mass attacks. I have not been part of a mass attack yet. For sure. Yeah, no. Not yet. But I have seen mass attacks, so... I think one of the characters I drew is included in a mass attack. Who was it? I'm pretty sure one of them was, but I can't remember which one. No, it doesn't matter that much. So I could do that. So I wonder if you guys had any ideas for challenges. Self-imposed challenges, that is. And not anything that's, like, required in our fight. That's the only idea I've had. I mean, to be fair, I have a whole year to think of just an idea to go with for next art fight. So it's not the most pressing thing for me to do. Some other future plans. Oh, yeah. Other talk to future outside of art fight. I'm going to be continuing to do art a little more consistently. Like, more consistently than I was before art fight. But I'm not going to go as fast as art fight, so I'm not going to be making, like, a full piece every day. I do it, you know, every few days. Working on bits by bits. But also, I'm going to be toning down the art streams, potentially. Because I'm in a torn state right now, as far as streaming goes. Either I pivot to doing full art streams on this channel, you know, the resident artist doing art stuff, at which point the streams would mostly be me doing just like silly doodles and sketches. It wouldn't be me making like full pieces or anything, because full pieces I'll be posting still on my Blue Sky. But I have in the works right now a Patreon account. I had it before, but I went a long time without doing much art, so it fell inactive. So I'm reactivating the account, and I've made modifications to it to include some various things. And some of the benefits of it is being able to see work in progress stuff. It wouldn't be that nice if I showed made you pay for work in progress, but then just showed it live on stream anyways. So that's why I'm not going to do like huge artworks on stream. But that's I'm gonna do this right now. The reason I'm set up a Patreon is because ultimately my end goal is to be a independent artist. You know, doing drawings as I like, making animations sometimes. The works. And Patreon is a path for that. I can actually show... I've made 3 tiers. So these are the 3 tiers for my Patreon account. You can take a quick look here. I wrote the ongoing nonsense for the first 2. Third one is much more clear, concise. I had ideas for other tiers in the future, but they're definitely more future things that require a slightly larger following. But like, this is a way for people to get commissions from me as well. And if I make any 18+ artworks, to be able to see those. But I'm going to be toning down, you know, sharing work in progress stuff. I'm only really going to be sharing finished stuff outside of Patreon, or doing silly stuff on stream. So I just wanted to inform that this is the thing. I'm currently waiting approval for it to be reactivated. I did send the request earlier today, because I forgot to do it a couple days ago. I meant to. So when it does get approved, I will be sending a link to it on the Discord. If you do want to get the link to that, you can join the Discord. It's !Discord in chat. If you want to get a link to join. I'll also be posting on a couple other Discords, not just my own. My own is probably the main one to find it in. It'll be the first one that knows, that's for sure. So if any of this interests you, bookmark it. Prices may change. You know, this is not concrete stuff. It does say most popular. They're all equally popular at 0. Don't let it fool you. It's not the most popular. Anyhow, I will say this one is empty now because I did draw that character. I'm going to keep the folder because I'm going to be asking people if it's cool if I post their character art for next year as well. But I do still have some people pinned here. I do have Keisha bookmarked. I have Saba art bookmarked. I have a dead fish. Dead fish bookmarked. I forgot I bookmarked dead fish. Jebediah gets some religious imagery again. Milda, I think I just like the bright colors. This made me think of Dead Cells, the Heartless one. It might be a Dead Cells reference. Distinct probability. This is a cool one that I want to draw. This one is actually one I had bookmarked for a while. I wanted to draw it this year, but they weren't part of Art Fight until much later, at which point I already had the full list. But, you know, preview the people. Oh, yes. Like I said, I moved Slurm. I forgot to delete bookmark. Well, again, that'll be a good mask. Some of the bookmarks here are people who aren't part of Artfight that I'm hoping will be. So that I can attack them, like Yale here as well. And Keisha, of course. Can always do more art Acacia. If no one has anything else they want to chat about, then I think we're done. I said the things I want to say. Follow me on Blue Sky. I've been doing a lot of art there. Art will, of course, also be posted in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord to get that link to that. Join that if you're interested. I don't know. Sign up for my Patreon, maybe. I think that's it. We're gonna find someone to rate now. Let's see. Raid channel. Let's see. There's a lot of people doing just chatting. No, not chat. Tag. Does anyone have Artfight tag in the just chatting area? Okay, this person's playing a game. They're not just chatting. They're playing Scarlet and Violet. Oh, no, they're playing Violet. I don't know why I said Scarlet and Violet. It's one of them, and I can see which one. We're doing art. Oh, yeah, no, that shows Pokemon Scarlet Violet. People doing art. Ooh, wacky fire, huh? Never mind, they are ending. I just clicked him to look at a preview, and thanks for watching. So that's cool. Is anyone I'm following live? Oh, a couple people I'm following are live. There's Zack the Dragon, I forgot I was following them. There's Zesty, forgot I was following him. Oh no, I didn't forget I was following him. I just haven't watched a stream in ages. I also haven't watched Kudo-san in ages. Where'd Kudo-san? Yeah. It doesn't look like they're ending soon. So we are going to raid Kudo-san. You guys know the drill. Here's the raid message. We copy and paste into chat. Spread love, say kind things, make the world a better place. See you guys on the other side. Stay tuned to the Discord to see my stream schedule. But until I see y'all again, ciao!